Good day, class. Welcome to English 7 Lesson 3. For the beginning of the lesson, let's have first this Bible verse from the book of Lamentation, chapter 3, verses 22-23. It says, "Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." That is the great love of the Lord. So for us, let's have these guide questions to be answered. First, class, during your difficult times in life, do you feel that God is with you? Yes, I feel the same way. I do feel that God is with me during difficult times, even when circumstances are overwhelming and it's hard to see a way forward. I find comfort in the belief that God's presence is constant guiding me through the challenges. In moments of silence and prayer, I often sense His peace, reminding me that I am not alone and that He is walking beside me. For the second question, do you believe in His steadfast love and His power to save you? Yes, I wholeheartedly believe also that in God's steadfast love and His power to save me. His love is unchanging and it gives me hope even in the darkest moments, knowing that He cares for me deeply and He is working all things for my good. Trusting in His power to save, I feel secure, knowing that no matter what I face, He has the strength to deliver me and bring me in any trial. Now, let's talk about the context clues. Context clues in poetry are hints or pieces of information within the poem that help readers understand the meaning of difficult words or phrases. These clues can come from the words and sentences surrounding the unfamiliar word, helping readers figure out its meaning without needing to look it up. Meaning in poetry, context clues are essential for understanding unfamiliar words or phrases. These context clues often appear in the form of surrounding words, phrases, or even the overall theme and tone of the poem. By examining these clues, readers can infer the meaning of challenging vocabulary without needing to consult a dictionary, allowing them to better appreciate the nuances and depth of the poem's language. Context clues enhance, of course, the comprehension and enrich the reading experience by guiding readers through the layers of meaning in poetry. Now let's proceed on the types of context clues. Well, actually, there are five context clues wherein you can find most of the time in poetry for you to be able to understand or to comprehend the depth of the poem. First, we have here the definition clues. Sometimes the poem will provide a definition for a difficult word right in the next line or within the next line or the same line rather. Example, the night was summer, dark, and gloomy. As you can see in this example, summer, dark, and gloomy are just synonymous words. In poetry, a difficult word might immediately followed by a definition with the same line or in the next line to clarify its meaning. This direct explanation helps the reader understand the word without needing to infer from other parts of the poem. Second, synonym clues. The poem might use a word that means the same thing as the difficult word to explain. Example, the child was elated, filled with joy and happiness. So as you can see here, From the given example, elated, filled with joy and happiness, they are just synonymous words. Meaning, a synonym is often used in poetry to help define a difficult word, where a word with the same or similar meaning is placed nearby. And this allows the readers to grasp the meaning by comparing the unfamiliar word to the known synonym. Third, antonym clues. An opposite word or phrase is used to show what the difficult word means by contrast. Example, unlike the vibrant spring, the winter was dreary and dull. So in this example, we have here spring and winter, wherein they are the antonyms. Here, poems may include an antonym or opposite word to contrast with a difficult term, helping to define it by showing what is not. This contrast makes the meaning clearer by providing a reference point for understanding. Next, we have here the example clues. The poem gives examples that help explain the difficult word. Example, the meadow was teeming with wildlife. Rabbits, deer, and birds were everywhere. As you can see here, through this given example, the poem may provide examples to illustrate the meaning of difficult word using specific instances or details. These examples give readers concrete images or ideas to associate with the unfamiliar word, enhancing the comprehension. Last, the explanation clues. The poem explains the difficult word in more detail within the surrounding lines. The ancient tree, a giant oak with sprawling branches, stood a sentinel in the forest. Here, the word or the ancient tree was given an explanation. It was given that explanation or a deep explanation of what an ancient tree is. Meaning, an explanation clues in poetry involve a more detailed description or elaboration around the difficult word, often in surrounding lines. This method deepens the reader's understanding by providing context and additional information that clarifies the word's meaning. Now, how to use the context clues? First, read the surrounding lines, look at the lines before, after the unfamiliar word. Meaning, examine the lines before and after the unfamiliar word to gather context that may clarify its meaning. Look for synonyms or antonyms. Check if the poem uses similar or opposite words to explain the difficult word. So here, you are just going to identify any similar or opposite words in the poem that might help explain the difficult word. Another, check for example. See if the poem provides examples that illustrate that the word means. So here, you're just going to look for specific examples wherein provided in the poem that can illustrate the meaning of the word. And last, find definition or explanations. Look for a definition, a detailed description within the poem. So here, search within the poem for any definitions or a detailed descriptions that directly explain the unfamiliar word. Now let's try to practice these examples. Example, from the poem expert, the old mansion was eerie, with its creaking floors and ghostly shadows. The context clue, the praise creaking floors and ghostly shadows gives hint about the eerie means. The description of the creaking floors rather And ghostly shadow suggests a setting that is unsettling or frightening, providing insight into the meaning of eerie. Meaning, based on these clues, eerie, like a something spooky or creepy. The word is likely associated with the spooky or creepy atmosphere, as indicated by the haunting and mysterious details in the poem's imagery. I think that would be all for now. I hope you learned something from this lesson, class. Goodbye, everyone.